873-4368.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Well, I'm gonna have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue just thinking about you. Decorations around on a green Christmas tree won't be the same if you're not here with me. And when those blue snowflakes.
All right, we are laughing right now. You can't hear us until now. You can. Oh my gosh! All right, that's not Elvis. That is Stephen Lopez. That is him doing "Blue Christmas" in front of, I'm guessing, your phone. Were you doing that with your phone? With your phone? And the dog in the picture. What's the dog's name?
That's Charlie.
So the dog keeps wanting to sing with you, but we don't hear the dog. We just see the dog. So and that was something you contributed to Facebook, and then you shared it with us on the site we created called "Don't Tell Me." Ocala covers Christmas. I always have to think about it, and it's such a joy to be watching everybody putting these videos on there. Stephen Lopez is one of our superstars in Ocala, and I was so happy that you took our invitation and said, "Yeah, I want to do this." So
I wouldn't miss it for the world.
So thank you for coming in and talking to us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. That's actually the song I made. I did this song for the covers.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, but I was having trouble loading it, so I loaded it to Facebook, then shared it the other way.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not very good with computers or all that stuff, so it's kind of I do the best that I can.
Well, thank you for coming in. I mean, you've been making a name for yourself all over the place, and you're such a diverse talent. I hear you doing one like this style, and then I'll hear you doing another style.
I do what the people want. Basically, here's the way I pick up my list for what my shows. I go to a show, and then people will request something, and I go, let me write that down.
Got to learn that one, right?
So I write that down, I take it home with me, then I learn it. Next time I'm there, I've also been building a good following with that.
But you know,
nice.
Robert and I are also fans of you as a writer. You're a very good, talented songwriter also. So
I try.
And thank you for sharing those talents with us too. So when you go someplace, do you ever have a venue, a club, or a bar, or like a coffee house that says, we just would like to hear your originals? Does that ever happen?
I did have that a while back, but I don't have enough material to go on for that length of time.
Oh, really?
And I do, but it would be not, since I do so many different genres of music, it wouldn't fit what I'm doing. So it's like, okay, it'll be all Christian or it'll be all cowboy, you know.
Christian and cowboy. Yeah. How's your family? How's everybody?
My family's doing fantastic. Yeah. Thank you for asking.
You brought your handsome son in here last time.
Yeah, well, I've been here already. This is my third time. Third time's a charm, I hope. I brought my oldest son the first time, then my youngest son the next time.
Oh, okay. I forgot that.
Now nobody can come.
Why?
They're all busy.
They're busy.
They're all working.
This is old hat. We're doing a radio gig is old hat now, right?
Well, they got to work. They've grown up. I have not.
Hey, by the way, thank you for bringing in some toys for the children.
It's a pleasure.
They're wonderful. Thank you.
Did you get a CD from Gemma?
No, I did not.
Oh, you get a CD and a movie.
Oh,
yeah.
Awesome. Oh, beautiful.
That's a gift from Gemma.
She's amazing.
She is amazing.
I heard her song, and I'm like, wow, what a beautiful voice.
Yeah, and Ron is her husband, and Ron Adams is the owner of the Dairy Queen in Silver Spring. So if you ever go over there,
okay.
I'm wanting to encourage people to go over there, just get a sandwich just so you can thank them as a way, you know.
I have to do that. Because Dairy Queen on Silver Spring.
They gave us all these CDs and movies just to say thank you to people who bring in toys. So wow. I wanted to make sure we thank them for thanking you.
Well, I saw
us.
I saw that you had the tree, and I saw the picture on Facebook.
Oh, okay,
with the tree.
okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, wait, let me see. And then you guys were talking about, well, the toys are going to be delivered out Friday afternoon.
Today, yeah.
So I go, oh, got to run to the store. So I ran to the store and got some toys and brought them in.
Right.
You know, because there are a lot of children out there that, you know, they are less fortunate.
Right.
And, you know, that goes a long way. It's the thought that counts.
Absolutely,
you know?
yeah.
And whatever you bring in, you know,
I know.
that's one more child you might reach. And
just you never know. You never know who's going to be touched by. Like you ever? I want to talk like God stuff with you just for a second because I know you're a believer. Okay,
yeah, please go.
Like I eat an apple, and I think to myself, this apple was growing on a tree. I don't know where. I don't really know when it was picked. But guess what? This apple grew for me. The moment it started, God knew this is going to be Larry's apple.
Amen.
Isn't that crazy?
Isn't that? And you know how many people don't even appreciate that, though? They wake up in a day and they eat their breakfast, they do whatever, and they don't realize, you know, and they say, you know, God's really not helping me out. I don't have a lot of money. But they don't realize if you were able to step off your bed and look and see, you're walking, you're talking.
There you go.
You are so much more advanced than a lot of other people that are in this world.
Right.
And look at the troubles they're going through. So what you should really be doing is saying, well, how can I help somebody out?
I know, but all the things that are provided to us are being prepared as we speak.
And we don't even know it.
I know. There's a chicken living somewhere that's not going to be living much longer.
Good Lord.
And he's going to be on my plate.
That's a way to look at it, yes.
Right?
And see, I always think that the Lord's already planned our day out. It's there. Everything is going to be there for us. All you got to do is really sit back and enjoy it. Don't look at the miseries.
Nice. I like that.
Look at the positive. I was doing a show with a friend of mine, Jace Harold, a while back when we were doing the Opry, and it was great because he, you know, and he's God bless him, he's a believer and he's an inspiration and a fantastic musician. But when he looked at me, he's looking around and he's going, you know, well, these shows make me nervous because anything could happen. And I looked at him and I said, well, Jace, you know as well as I do. I said, the Lord's already planned this day out. It's already done. All the mistakes that are going to happen have already happened. He knows about them. We just got to live through them.
Yeah.
Oh, how profound is that? I love that.
And so as a way for us to maybe be a miniature understanding of what God is, it's through these gifts. So you see that little horse or that little bunny or the toy you brought in or that bicycle,
I love it.
We don't know who's going to get it.
No.
And they don't know that they're going to get it.
Exactly.
Right?
But they're going to smile. And the thing is, the hearts that brought all these gifts together,
nice.
You know, God bless them. You know, and I mean, the minute I had a chance to contribute, I was out trying to do something.
Should you play music at your church also?
I got to say this. I love my church, and I do play music every once in a while, but I haven't been there to be able to play it for a while because I've been so booked. And unfortunately, especially with this weather, your voice it starts tanking. And I'll do like 2 4-hour shows in a row. And by Sunday, I'm like, if I go to church, I just want to listen.
Have you ever touched somebody knowingly? I mean, have you ever been playing, whether it's a club or a church or just on the sidewalk or something, and then you can just tell that you're reaching them with the music?
I don't want to brag about this because I don't like to brag, but I will say this. This is one of my best parts of my shows. Whenever I do a show, I don't care whether it's going to be at Mojo's or it'll be at the Hilton. I always bring out my spiritual music. I love doing the song Hallelujah. And I have seen people in the audience cry.
The Cohen song?
Yeah, Hallelujah.
Leonard Cohen? Okay.
Yeah. And they start crying.
That's a nice
song.
song.
And I've seen people just raise their hands, and it gives me chills. And when you're doing that, I'm like, wow, I love it. I've had people say, I've never seen anybody bring these songs out to like a place like this.
Nice, yeah.
Right.
You don't expect to hear it. And I said, well, Jesus is in my heart. No matter what, he's going to come out. I'm going to project this.
One of the things I remember from Leonard Cohen was, and I didn't know him, but I was watching a video, and he was getting an award for something. And he said, I tried to get you all to see that I was your guy. You should have signed me up when you could have. But you didn't realize I had a golden voice. And you know, Leonard did not really have a golden voice. He had this very hard to listen to voice. But now, have you heard his son? His son sounds just like him.
Oh, really?
And because we were I guess, accustomed to Leonard Cohen. Now we love hearing his son because he sounds just like him. Sounds just like his dad. Does your son sing like you?
No, my son actually is into more heavy metal. So if you bring him in here, get ready.
Get him older when he gets older. Yeah.
But they're actually they're starting to fool around. As far as like he wants to start playing guitar. He's got a drummer.
How old is he now?
That. He's 33.
Oh, well, good
He's
for him.
33. Okay,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
I'm
the
remembering.
first-
Maybe I'm remembering the different son.
Were you remembering the
I
one
don't-
with he's
How old
he
are they?
shaves his head. One's 33, one's 27.
Oh my gosh! I guess I'm old. Maybe that's why they look so young.
I think maybe we're getting older, but we don't look.
You don't look old at all.
You don't
No.
either. You look the same. I remember you. You used to have longer hair, but you're still.
Well, Robin cuts my hair.
I still said this the last time. You're having a good hair day. I like that. And she said,
2 days in a row, somebody mentioned my hair.
I know.
She said I was having a good hair day. I'm like, well, awesome.
All right, so I wanted to make sure we got some music from you. So you brought your guitar,
Yes, I did.
and what are you gonna play?
Well, I'm gonna play whatever you want me to play.
I want to hear something you wrote. Can you do something you wrote?
See that? Can I do this? I'm gonna do a song. Okay. Can I? I have
Oh,
to
sure,
take
you
these
can take
off.
that
Do
off.
whatever is
'Cause
comfortable for you.
What's
Yeah,
gonna have to be
we'll worry about the sound.
okay. Well, because I got that cord getting in the way of the guitar. And
Yeah, you don't want
I'm
that.
having a real bad time with that, right? Well, I wrote this song a while back. Can I tell you a little story about it?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wrote this song a while back, and actually, it's called "The Meaning of Christmas." So I hope I don't make any mistakes on that today because
This is an original Christmas song.
yes.
Oh, I like that.
So
okay.
what happened was, wrote the song, and my mother-in-law fell in love with it. Until the day she passed away, this was her favorite Christmas song.
Oh my gosh.
However, I send it out to Nashville. Nashville sent it back to me going, this is not good. We need you should rewrite this song and consider what you're doing. I'm like, well, the other day when I saw you guys post the page, the Ocala covers, I said, well, what better time to give this song a rewrite than now? So I rewrote it actually for this show.
But you know what they say? They say if you get that kind of letter, that's a good thing because it means they're sort of kind of interested.
I just always look at it and I say, of course now my dream is not to be a star. My dream is now to pass along so much happiness until the people of Ocala just get tired of smiling. Because that's what I do. Every time I do a show, I try to make the people as happy as I can.
All right, well, I'm going to turn
It's
off
called
my
The Meaning
mic.
of Christmas, so I'm going to give it a go. And I hope that I don't make any mistakes. But if I do, that's what live music's all about. There hasn't been much conversation all out through the year. Working hard to make the money to enjoy this Christmas cheer. But if Christmas has a meaning, it's not about give or take. It's not about how much we got or how much we make. It's about love. Oh, it's about Jesus. Bringing peace to all within. Let us find out once again. It's about love. So think of all the lonely people out there that don't have much. I know the reason for the season is about a loving touch. To the rich and to the poor, they should both be loved the same. When you open up your heart in His holy name, 'cause it's about love. Oh, it's about Jesus. No, it's not about the price. It's about the sacrifice. It's about love. Oh, if Christmas has a meaning, it's about love.
Wow.
That
Very,
makes
very
me
nice.
cry. It does. You give me
That's such a
goosebumps.
nice song.
And I really want to dedicate that song to my mother-in-law, Beverly Sinak, who, God bless and rest her soul, but till the day she passed away, that was her favorite Christmas
Wow,
song.
well,
and if she would have been alive today, she would have been listening, and she would have loved it. So, God's got
That's
an angel in
beautiful.
His hand.
That's
so.
beautiful.
Well,
Yeah.
she was a beautiful lady. Her and George went to our church and in our Sunday school
Yes.
class too.
Yes, thank you.
And she was absolutely amazing.
Oh, wow.
She was my
Absolutely.
biggest fan since the day I met my wife. And I came over. I always carry a guitar with me. I don't know why, but I just do. And
what do you do on the hot days in the car? You leave it in the car?
actually, I got 2 of them, and they come with me everywhere I go. So if I,
Really?
Yeah, it's.
Okay. I'm always worried about a guitar in a car.
I got nice bags. If you see, my bag is properly insulated, so it kind of it can.
It handles the heat?
It handles the heat. It handles the cold.
Oh my gosh.
But I try not to leave them in like in between gigs. I always bring them in.
Right.
I restring my guitars, quite frequently. So. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
nice.
but I mean, the minute when I met my wife, I was over at her house and I had my guitar with me, and I went into, she told me, well, just wait until in my room here until I get ready, and I'm like, okay. So I started playing guitar and I started singing, and my mother-in-law, was not at the time my mother-in-law, but she asked my wife, she goes, "Is that your boyfriend singing?" Since that day, she became a fan.
Oh, that's sweet.
That's so wonderful.
I had no idea you knew his mother-in-law, Robin. That's
Yeah.
Did you know? Did you know you knew her?
I didn't know that until you just said her name.
This was,
because,
I mean, she's not really, wasn't my mother-in-law. She was, to me, she was a mom, because I can't not tell you that every day and we lived on the same property, still do. My dad's still alive. He's 90 years old, God bless him.
Oh, wow.
And he's an amazing man, just like a father to me, and I take as much care of him as I can. My wife and I, we do whatever we can, and he's fantastic. But she was amazing. She would always call me up and go, "Hey, are you hungry?" We'd even share like
That's a good mom. Hey, are you hungry?
Yeah.
I like those
we'd
words.
share house cleaning tips and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
oh, that's wonderful.
So, and she always
give
called
me a house cleaning tip.
Hey.
I need one.
It depends. She would say like, "Hey, what combination? What do you use for cleaning your floors?" And I had a rotor machine at the time. I go, "Mom, I got this rotor machine. Is you want to bring it over?"
A rotor machine.
Yeah, it was a little rotor machine.
You're serious?
I was serious about this. And you put it down and it scrubs.
Oh my gosh.
You just put a small combination of bleach and water, just to take enough.
Yeah.
You don't want to overdo it.
You got clean floors.
Nice.
I try. But yeah, it's been so much fun. I tell you, this journey, and since the last time I was here, I've gotten great reports from my doctors saying my health is it's improving. I'm living a great life, so I'm trying to share the happiness.
And you had some serious health issues, if I remember.
I did have some serious health issues, and they're still with me. I mean, it's not something I can overlook and say, "Hey, I'm a kid."
Right.
I can't book. Like a lot of my musician friends, they go out there and they'll do a lot of bookings and stuff. I'm at the point right now where I'm just, hey, if I could do 2-3 shows in a week. I'm blessed.
Then you're fine.
And if I can share that happiness with a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I'm getting a nice little following.
And your live shows are really wonderful. I know my mom and I came one time when you were at the Wine Experience
I love the Wine
upstairs.
Experience.
And the people there were just so receptive to you. They were, one guy was playing, he brought in a couple, like a tambourine or something.
I hand them out. They have them there. And I encourage, a lot of people tell me, Steve, don't they knock you off rhythm? I said, it's not about the rhythm. It's about the show. To me, it's like if I give you a tambourine and I give you, a rain stick, and I give somebody else a drum, that's Ringo Starr for the moment.
Yeah, right.
Ringo, take it away. And if he messes up, we're having a good time, and he's not realizing this. Tomorrow morning, he's just going to wake up and go, "What a good time I had."
That was fun. Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing.
That's a good attitude.
That's what I do in my shows. It is about the music. I have a lot of fun doing the music, but I have more fun seeing the crowd. That's why I won't write. I don't look at my sets or nothing. I memorize everything. Because my greatest joy, I think, is looking out and
being able to look.
I look at the crowd and I see your smile.
Yeah.
And I'm not looking at my tablet or I'm not looking at anything else. A lot of musicians use that and it's good for them.
Sure.
But what I do this for is to generate force into my heart.
It's fun. It's fun that way.
It's the fun.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, and there's mistakes. I'm not gonna say I don't make mistakes.
Do you do the First Friday thing? Are you out there on First Friday? We don't get to walk around.
I do the art walk. I've had to cancel it because of unfortunately, I was confused when I wrote my calendar, and I missed the first Friday, and I've scheduled different things.
Oh, okay.
So my wife goes, "You got to be a little bit more careful when you schedule." Yes, ma'am. You're absolutely right.
You got to take the same care that you take with cleaning your floors.
Exactly. But unfortunately, I scheduled a show with the Crazy Cucumber, and so I had to cancel. And then they canceled the show on us because of the weather. So I hadn't been there. So hopefully we'll be back. to do some art.
So I wanted to thank you for contributing to the toys. Robin said you brought some toys.
Yeah,
for the
they're
children.
wonderful guitars, a Jenga. He brought one of those jarts. Those are so cool. And little toy, little
Also, I wanted
and
to
little
thank
cars.
you for contributing to the Ocala Covers Christmas site because you're making it. I mean, everybody's making it. It's one of the things you had mentioned on there. We should do this live on the radio one day, and I said to Robin as it started to grow, I said, I'd love to have all these people on the air. What do you think? We should invite them? And she said, we don't have that many open slots. I said, well, I'll just send a letter to people and see if they want to come in. And so I'm glad you said yes to this. But there are some people in there that probably won't come on. And hopefully I've asked everybody, if you're listening, and I didn't ask you, I want you to come in here, but it probably won't be till after Christmas. That's the only problem with that.
But Stephen, what you do with your live shows and even performances like this, or in posting your live shows on YouTube and on Facebook, is that you really are inspiring other people to follow what's in their heart. They might not think that they're worthy of doing something for others, but you really tell them, yes, you can contribute, and you're doing an amazing thing for our community.
I inspire people to do that. If they could do one thing in life, believe it or not, if they could do anything in one day, do something for somebody else. That's
the Christmas spirit all year long for you.
That's the Christmas spirit. Well, you shouldn't just love people on December. Hey, today is today's December. It's like, I'm going to buy you a gift.
Right.
Well, what about the other days? Like I play at the Palm Gardens nursing home, and I'll go out there, and you ought to see the joy. These people love me out there. The joy that I bring them. And
I bet they do.
The smile and the tears, and they remember the old songs.
Right.
And
can I ask you a question about? Let's see, not your first kiss. Not your first girlfriend, your first guitar. I want to hear about your first guitar.
I like it. Well, let me tell you, my first guitar, I was a big Ted Nugent Kiss fan.
Oh, really?
Right. So
it doesn't sound like that at all.
Not at all, right? Because you change as you get older.
Okay.
And when you go solo, you really can't do that.
So what happened?
So what happened was, I was a big Ace Frehley fan, and he was the guitar player for Kiss. And I loved this model that he had. He had a model Les Paul cut. And I told my mom, I want a guitar.
That's the guitar you want, right?
And she went out, and we were just as broke can be, but she made it happen.
She brought you an electric guitar?
She bought me the electric guitar and the amp.
Oh, man.
Of course, it wasn't a Gibson. It was, it was a spin-off from a Gibson.
Sure.
I don't even think it was an Epiphone, but it was the same looking model, but mine was black. And I was like, what a gift. And what a beautiful thing to say, and thanks for bringing this up, because when I play at the nursing home, my mom's at the nursing home.
Oh.
Okay, so she gets to see what she created.
Oh, nice.
And I get to give her the gratitude and say, thank you very much, because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have had my first guitar.
In more ways than one, right?
On this journey.
Yeah.
And this takes me back to the saying, see, you give to somebody else. This is what I do with my children all the time. I'll tell you, I give them as much as I can, and I give them selflessly because I know that the journey they're going to go on, they're going to have these memories forever.
Stephen, we're almost out of time, and I'm going to ask you to take us out with a song. Do you have a website we can go to? Because once you start singing, we won't be talking again.
I don't have a website but if you just friend me on Facebook,
there you go.
This is all I do is I post where I'm going to be. And the shows that I'm going to do. Can I say it really quick? Tonight,
absolutely, yeah.
Tonight I'll be at Cup of the Irish from 7 to 10. And tomorrow I will be at the Mojo Grill from 7 to 11. The Mojo Grill here on 200.
Okay, and Stephen spells his name with a PH, not a V, right? Stephen Lopez.
PH.
All right, take us out. You got 1 minute. We'll be leaving.
Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. Feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, feliz Navidad, próspero año y felicidad. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News, I'm Lillian Wu. A case of he said, he said.
First of all, nothing at the Trump Organization was ever done unless it was run through Mr. Trump.
The president's ex-personal attorney, Michael Cohen, telling ABC's Good Morning America then candidate Trump directed him to make hush money payments in the weeks leading to the election. President Trump pushing back against the accusations in a sit-down with Fox's Harris Faulkner.
He represents a client. I never